Guys, it's Crescent here. It's been a while since I do a build video, but today I finally finished my Stam Sorc build video. Not today, a few days ago, and I'd like to share with you guys. The build is called Master Alchemist. Pretty straightforward. From the name, you already know what set we will be using. Alright. Oh my god, these guys are in my camera, but whatever. I'm just gonna continue. Okay, so let's get straight into the sets. Yeah. The sets we'll be using is 2 thermal skill, 4 alchemist on the body, preferably on hands, body, feet and legs, and at the moment I'm using Viper, but there's another alternative set that I'll be using, but I haven't found it yet, but I'll show you what the set is. So Viper belt, 3 Viper rings, Viper shield, Master sword, because Master Alchemist, Master, haha, Alchemist set, Alchemist, haha. Okay, not funny, but whatever, it's called Master Alchemist. Okay, and then where we pop our Alchemist buff is at the 2-hand bar. Alright, so this setup is a 5-2-0 setup, which means it's 5 heavy and 2 medium setup. You want 5 impan on the body and 2 sturdy on the body as well, and 1 sturdy shield, but I don't have sturdy shield, so the sturdy shield is at my DK, but whatever, I'm just going to use the divines, doesn't matter, not a big deal. Okay, so what I'll be using instead of Viper, if after I farm the set, is the Tooth Row set. Tooth Row set is really awesome because it gives you a lot of crit, and as a Stam Sorc you want crit because of crit rush and crit surge. So crit surge basically just heal you. With the Master Sword crit, you're gonna get so much heals, so it's really good. That's why you want Tooth Row set. On the rings as well, where you put your Viper, the belt, where you get the least armor for medium, and you want rings or Tooth Row and a sword and a shield for Tooth Row. I'm a PvPer, so I haven't get this set up yet. I haven't farmed it yet, so for now I'll just stick with Viper, but eventually I'll change to Tooth Row because Viper is gonna get nerfed, all the proc sets are gonna get nerfed, so you need to adapt. This is kind of like my backup plan, you know, but eventually before the patch come in, I'm just gonna change it though. I'm gonna change it soon after I farm it. That's the only thing, I don't have it yet. Alright, we are done with sets. I'm just gonna go through quickly with the pots and poisons that we're gonna use. Potion is pretty straightforward though. Tri-stat pot, when you use a lot of like magica skills like Dark Deal or Crit Surge, you need to use this pot just to Dark Deal more. But the pot I'll usually be using during 1vx is this pot, immune to knockback and give you the speed, extra major expedition, and you get a minor expedition as well from your skill Hurricane, and you get stamina. This is a must, so this is one of the best pot you can use for 1vxing. And another, I would say, oh shit pot is like when you get gang or something, when you're on your horse, you use this pot, you get immune to knockback for 15 seconds, pretty decent, get the health and get the stamina. This is your like a gang prevention pot, so to say. It's like a burst heal. In dueling you might want to use lingering, but in open world it's pretty meh because you need the burst, you need the immovable first thing, and you need burst stamina heal from the pots. So lingering is decent, if you got a team it's decent. Alright, and the poisons we'll be using, I'll quickly go through them, I don't want this video to be too long. For now, I like this poison, I've been using it a lot, but definitely I'll change it up a lot as well. This one gives you stamina back when you drain stamina. It's a drain stamina poison. Increase their stamina cost by 3.5 seconds, let you gain stamina, pretty decent. Apply minor fracture. This is the important thing that I need to have, because my Master Sword is a freaking precise Master Sword. I don't have sharpen. I did 35 runs plus of VDSA and I haven't get a sharpen, so RNG got not at my set. That's why I use these poisons quite often. And basically you can use another 4 more poisons which I switch around a lot. The first one is your 2-dot poison with increased stamina cost. Top tier poison, one of the best. Always use this on my DK, on my Nightblade, even on this character on my Stam Sorc as well. Magica poison, yeah, this one is a magica, increased magica cost and stamina cost. This is your top tier poison as well. Use it every single time. One of the best. Another one is pretty sweet. If you don't like to use thermal skill, for example, you don't like proc sets, you don't use thermal skill, you don't use wiper, you can use like a maybe like a Bloodspawn or like a cheesy, Malubeth maybe, I'm not sure. Malubeth is decent. You can use that, but you don't have a snare from thermal skill, because the only snare you get from this build is thermal skill. So if you don't have the snare from thermal skill, you need the snare from this poison, which gives you the hindrance for 6.4 seconds, 50%. That's a lot. That's why this poison is really good, and not a lot of people actually craft this poison, because it's quite tricky. You need to test around to craft it. Alright, and the last poison, which is a Magicka killing poison, it snares your opponent and give the opponent an increased Magicka cost. This poison is just wreck Sorcs, man. So good. That's why sometimes when you're fighting someone with a really tanky high shields and you need to increase their cost of the shields and immobilize them, this is the best poison to go to. Alright, about the race, I would say I'm an Orc. Freaking fat Orc. My first DC AD character, so I made an Orc. Just so fitting. I would say the top tier race would be any race that have a max Magicka build, because we are running heavy armor, so regeneration is out of the question. That's why Dark Elf is good, Wood Elf is good, Orc is good, Red Guard is awesome because of the sustain you get. I would say this four race. Yeah, what else? I think this four is the top tier, and then come down to like a race like a secondary race like Khajiit, Nod, with a health regeneration, maybe Argonian. Argonian is a bit meh because it's a Magicka build. So Magicka class race, I mean. So basically those four that I mentioned is really good. But I would say Orc is up there. Red Guard is the best. Orc is pretty good as well. Alright, let's get into the skills then. The most important thing, skills. Basically, almost every skill is fixed. Only 2 skills you can change around, but I'll go through that really quickly. Ransack, DPS skill, Revert Bash or CC when you don't have your ulti, Dawnbreaker. Hurricane, your major resolve, minor expedition as well. A bit of a dot, which is nice, can reveal sneaky night blades. Dark Deal, your Stam recovery skill, Vigor your heal, Dawnbreaker your ulti. Of course you can change around this skill wherever you like, but this is how I set it up. So you can put Ball of Lightning at the front bar if you like, but it's just my how I like to play Ball of Lightning on back bar. You can use Strict if you want, but I prefer Ball of Lightning. Shuffle is a must-have as well. Your dodge. Crit Rush, Gap Closer. Crit Rush is better than Stampede because you want Crit Surge to proc, so you get the heal. Crit Surge is optional, but I highly recommend you use this skill because it's a double heal with the Master Sword you have, so it's like a burst heal with Rally as your heal as well. But Rally is a must-have. And Overload you can switch for Negate if you're playing in a small skill like a 3 to 4 group, maybe 6 up to 6, or even in a brick group. If you are a rapid bitch for your raid, you might want to use Negate. And Crit Surge, it's almost a must-have, but if you don't like it, you can switch it for a few skills. For example, you can use 2-hand Execute, pretty good. You can use 1-hand Ensure Defensive Posture on your main bar, Sword and Board bar just to block more, which is pretty decent as well if you're a bit of tanky type. Or you can use highly recommended Traps on your main bar. Traps, because this is a crit build, so the minor force increase crit damage by 12% is really awesome. It's always neglected. Trap is really good in PvE and PvP as well. So on your overload bar, I don't have the ultimate to set it up, but it's fine. Basically what I run is I use Rearming Traps, I use Caltrops. I don't have it now because my I don't have the overload bar, and my alliance rank is really low because this is a new character. I just played for 2 or 3 days. You want obviously you want your Ball of Lightning as well, you want your Vigor here, and you want last skill would be Dark Deal, definitely. So it's like a runaway. You strict Ball of Lightning, run away, use a Dark Deal, throw down your traps, throw down your Caltrops, put a Vigor up, switch back to offensive bar, go ham. That's how you go. Okay, skills are done. Just go through the CP really quickly. CP. Alright. I'm not an expert in CP, but I would say this setup is really good, because yeah, I'm used to CP, man. I've played so many characters, so I know how to put them up, set them up for PvP. Basically, you want 3 points into Magician just to let your duck deal a bit cheaper and your crit search. Warlord is good. You need at least 90 points because we're using heavy armor, so you're not going to use a lot of regeneration. Bashing is good because sword and bot build, don't need too many because we don't. The bashing is like optional thing to amp up the damage, but it's not like the most important thing, because our damage will come from puncture and some proc sets and obviously your Dawnbreaker as well. And when you proc your Alchemist, that's where your damage will come out, not from bashing. Sprint, because I'm an orc, so I might sprint a bit, just 1 point into this. 30 points in the Mooncalf just to amp up the healing a bit, the regeneration a bit, stamina regeneration a bit, but don't put a lot into this. Alchemist recovery just for the benefit, 1 point, and tenacity. When you do heavy attack with your 2 hand, you restore stamina. That's pretty sweet, so I just put 1 point into this. Tumbling, you need 30 points because as a heavy armor build, you don't get the reduction from real dodge. So it's really important that you put more points when you use heavy armor into tumbling. And break free, you need that. You need that, of course. Yeah, you're gonna break free every single time. Reduce that cost is really good. Shadow Ward is good, 20 points something, maybe 25, 30 if you want to block more. I'm not a blocker on this build. I like to do damage. That's why just 20 points will do. Because you got 2 or 3 sturdy pieces. That's why 20 points is good. It's good enough. 19 to blessing just to amp up the heal from crit search and your master sword. 10 points. You can put 30 points to get repose, but I don't like this because I'm not a blocker. So I just put 1 point just to increase your light attack, heavy attack, and 10 points into shattering blows just to increase the damage against shield. You know, Sorcs have like 20-30k shields, Magical Nightblade as well, because of necropotence and those crazy stamina magical sets. That's why you need this at least 10 points, I would say. 5 of the Thermal Church just to increase the dot from poisons a bit, from the Dawnbreaker, from your Hurricane. If you are PvEer, you might want like 40 points, but if you do PvP, just 5 points will do. Precise Strike, because we are crit build, so putting a lot of points into this, amp up your crit, would definitely do you no harm. 37 points, 35 points, depending on how much you like, because crit, you get crit heals. Remember, this is not just offensive, this is defensive as well. Your crit heals will do 12% more, that's why 35 points minimum, I would say. You can put less into piercing if you have a sharpened freaking master sword, but if you don't have it like me, you got like a, I don't know, infuse or what, like some shitty trait, I don't know, decisive. If you got precise, more points into precise is good. Like me, I got precise, I don't have sharpened, that's why I put 20 points. Maybe 25 or 30 might be even better, but I'll test it out. But for now, 20 points will do. Mighty, you want 100 usually, but 95 is good as well. Okay, and crit resist, you need usually more than 25, but I feel like 24 is good enough for me. Usually I put it 30, but yeah, 24 is good enough. Thick skin, 70 points. This is where I put more points into this because I don't have a lot of resistance, and against a dot build like Magica DK, I will suffer a lot. That's why I put a lot of more points into thick skin. Usually I just put 10 points on my DK, on my other builds, but this build I feel like I don't have the resistance, I don't have the magical resistance to resist all those dots. That's why I put more points into this. You want just 120 points into this tree, just remember that. So 66 hardy, because nowadays stamina hit harder a bit more in single target, and 60 points just to resist that freaking Destrality. Alright, 1 point to expert defender just to reduce the heavy and light attack from enemies. 90 points just to stack up the healing, quick recovery, because you get this stack heal with quick recovery with bless, and your heals are gonna do a lot of will get increased significantly. Yeah? Okay, CP are done. The last thing I want to go through is the combos. Alright, just gonna find a monster, gonna find a mob. Where are you? I like this area, the Wrofgar. You got a lot of high HP mobs you can test your skills with. This part, I think, this side. just bear with me. Okay, that's a throw. Nice. Giant. Okay, so usually you just want to buff up your 4 buffs and everything. So the first combo you do is the basic combo, crit rush, puncture bash, and then you can put in a CC, and then you drop your Dawnbreaker, then the enemy is dead. This is the most basic combo you need to master, the first combo. And the second combo is a bit more tricky. So usually when you're like when you're fighting somebody and you're getting so-called small skill, you go to a corner, like this corner, and then you buff up everything. When the enemy he's coming, okay, he's really slow, you charge up a heavy attack, you do your heavy attack, then you drop your Dawnbreaker instantly. I don't have my Dawnbreaker. You drop the Dawnbreaker instantly, then you do light attack, puncture, bash. Then usually if the enemy is not aware, they will usually die unless they are a tank. This is one of the best combo you can do. Alright, I'll just show it again. Like that, you buff up everything, you do a streak at the corner, you charge up a heavy attack, you switch bar, Dawnbreaker. Oh, she died instantly. You can see the Dawnbreaker is so strong because it get buff from your 2-hand heavy. Why we do the heavy attack is mainly because of this follow-up passive. You get 10% more, and if your Dawnbreaker crit, it's gonna be so freaking sweet, the damage. Then you just switch to 2-hand bar, do the full damage rotation. Medium armor, light armor guys without shields are gonna die instantly, because what you do is you come to a corner, they don't see your heavy attack coming, and then you go bam, and they die. And the last tip I would say, in the combo tip, I would say the third one is yeah, I'll just show you. It's pretty simple. Usually what you do is you try to apply your poison or your bleed on your axe. So you do like heavy attack, you just kite around, you do your combo, everything. Okay, now your poison is down. Usually you want your this guy's already dead. The bleed didn't proc. Basically you want your poison proc or your bleed proc, then only you go full hand against if you're going against like a really elusive target, I would say, you know, like a Sorc, like a Nightblade, you know, when they use their shit a lot, you know, you want to apply your dots and then you go in hand. That's usually you don't need to you get too concerned about your bleed proc, but against like a really good PvP, against a good strong opponent, let's say you're fighting 1v2, one guy's a noob, one guy's a really good PvP, but they are tryharding you, so you need to look at their status. Did the poison proc, did the bleed proc? If those things proc, switch to your combo, do the combo on them. That's how you amplify the damage against good players. Against like a mid-tier player or newer player, you just do the first 2 combos, that will be dead easily, because our damage is way too high on this build. I can just show you my maximum damage on this build. Just let them hit me for the ref passive, I mean. Alright, just hit me, guys. Oh, my foot is not up. Alright, now they are hitting me, everything. Okay, I think I got my max 2. No, this is not sword and bond, 2.8k, which is really high. And I'm gonna use a potion, and then I'm gonna switch to my 2-hand bar, 1-hand shield bar, 3.7k. Look at the damage. That's why this build is so freaking strong. Basically, what you want to do is you pop your immovable pot, then you go ham on your 2-hand bar. Yeah, I'm just gonna kill these guys, show you the damage. Yep, as you can see, the damage is really strong on this build. That's why I really like it. Alchemist, Master Sword, Thermal Skill, Viper or Tooth Row. Okay, so basically that's the build, guys, and the combos is shown. Hopefully you like it. I'm not an expert yet in Stam Sorc, but I would say it's pretty easy to play, I would say, and really fun to play compared to my Stam DK. So slow, so tanky. The damage on Stam Sorc is just so sweet. Alright, that's about it. Don't want to keep the video too long. See you guys in Serial then. If you like the video, give the video a like, obviously. If you like my content, feel free to subscribe. That would be really appreciated. And bye bye guys.